like, look at other artists. Like, this may be a random example, but like Justin Bieber, right? Like, he was on YouTube.
Right.
And he made his videos on YouTube, and he got discovered, you know? But at the same time, nobody does what he does specifically. That's why he is who he is.
Right.
So be original, do your thing, and it's like while you're out promoting your artwork, you know, just make sure you protect it at the same time. So if that means getting a copyright or, you know, getting some sort of patent or whatever it is on your creation, like take the time to do it and learn about it. And at the same time, don't lose your authenticity of your artwork. So it's like you almost, you know, being an engineering student in college, like I didn't learn about business, and I'm still learning as I go. You know, I've had some bad deals in the past where I've given my artwork over to someone to make a product, and it went bad, it went sour, and, you know, I lost money, or I wasted my time, which time is money. So, you know, it's like things like that. But I've learned, and now it's like with other ventures, I'm being really careful. Like, people are asking me all the time, you could only imagine, like, Neha, come and do this collab with me, or come and do that collab. But if it doesn't speak loud and clear to me, like, it's not going to be something that I jump into. I'll consider it, and I'll think about it, and I'll try to, like, let the idea grow on me. But ultimately, if it doesn't feel right, like, I'm just not going to be a part of it.
Right.
But, you know, and I keep my head down, and I'm constantly creating in my mind. I'm sketching things out. You know, even at work, at my engineering desk, I've got Post-its with all kinds of artwork on it, because it's like, sometimes I conceptualize something, and I'm like, oh, I better just sketch this out real quick so I know where this is going later, you know?
Right.
So it's like a constant creativity thing. So I just want the new generation to know that, like, if you're young and you feel, you know, like your artwork is all you have, and you feel lost, and, you know, don't fall into that downward spiral. Like, just have confidence in what you do and just go for it, like 150%. Like, there is so much to do out there in this world, and with the technology at our fingertips, and even the tiniest thing that you do, you can really make it big if you just market it right. So learn the business with the artwork that you do. I mean, I think it's really important.
And I'm glad that you said that, because I'm 27 years old, born 92. So, you know, I'm a millennial, but I consider myself more in the middle. You know, like, I would say people that's millennials, born like 85 to, like, I guess 95, is like we more in the middle, because it's like, you know, I tell these kids, you know, all the time that's like 18 and younger, I'm like, when we was growing up, we still knew how to go outside and read books and stuff. And yeah, at the time, video games and technology and the internet was coming brand new. I remember in high school, that's when MySpace and all that started to come out and everything, and Facebook.
Yep.
And it's like, now it's like, I tell them all the time, like, you know, when I was in high school 10 years ago, I wish I had apps like Stash or Acorns or Robinhood that, you know, I can start investing at the early age, at 17. And I tell them all the time with no shame, I said, listen, if I had them apps when I was 17, 18 years old, and all I had to do was put $5, $10 in there a week, I'll probably be a millionaire right now at the age of 27, because I know how I was back when I was young. When I was young, I did some dumb stuff, but when it came to saving money, I was like the main person, like, man, let me get the quarter, the pennies, you know, and this and that. And it's like, these kids, you know, that's coming up, is like, they have like the, I would like to say, even though technology is never going to be final, but like for our, you know, from our history, like looking at everything, they have like the final form of the technology where you have all these apps, you know, you have all these, you know, new companies and websites where you can learn different languages, you can learn different techniques of business and stuff. You know, and right now I'm getting my doctoral, a DBA in business administration.
Nice.
Thank you, and like that's what I preach. Like when I see these undergrads, you know, like these freshmen and sophomores, you know, at the school, and I always make sure I'm like, listen, you could be majoring in this, you know, like you said earlier about like engineering, and you didn't really learn business like that, but
nope.
if let's say I have someone who majoring in like history or something like that or law, I always gotta tell them, make sure you gonna have some business courses that you gonna take that seriously, but also use your outside sources, like use other books. You know, you could use YouTube. You could use it's so much. They have so much access now. You know, like it's ridiculous.
But it's how you use it, right?
Right.
It's how you use it. It's like even I'm sure if you and I had all day and we were conversing and, you know, bouncing ideas off of each other, I'm sure you and I would learn so much about, like, I would learn about your business, you would learn about mine. Maybe you would influence me to have my own podcast about something, you know? And it's like every little interaction matters. And I think, you know, talking and conversing and having face-to-face conversations or over the phone having a conversation, it's important because you learn from other people.
Right. You really do.
And the other piece of advice I would offer the next generation is get your face out of your phone. Like, while there are different apps and YouTube and things, like, if you're learning something, go ahead, you know, go at it. But if you're just like, for self-growth, I don't think being in your electronics is like the solution. Like, if you want to grow, you better go out there, you better talk to people, you need face-to-face interaction. It is so important. I mean, I can't stress it enough. And
real books and real books still exist. Like, you know, I was telling my wife and a few of my close friends, they was like, how you get so many people on the podcast? I say, listen, all I do, because my mama said it the perfect way, because I do it. She said, like, social media, you know, like LinkedIn and Instagram and all that is really supposed to be used for networking. And that's why it was built for us, because they seen that we like to talk to people and stuff. Even someone for myself, like, I'm not really a person that's sociable like that, but, you know, I'm not like, I'm willing to say, hey, how you doing, especially if I'm in a different city or country or whatnot. But I tell people all the time, like, you know, when I use Instagram and LinkedIn and all that to get my get people to come on my podcast, and that's it. I put my phone down for a few hours, you know, read some books, you know, go outside, this and that. The only time I really have my phone in my face is if I'm watching football or something, but, you know, that's different. If I'm out and about. You know, but
it's so true.
Yeah, but like my wife, you know, because she's a teacher, and she was talking about it the other day. She was just like, you know, the one thing that she don't like about technology is that she don't like when her kids, you know, like kids in general that's still in school, that's always have their face in their phone, even when they, you know. You remember back in the day when we went to the movies and stuff like that, or we went out to eat with a group of friends, like, we, at that age, we wasn't always in our phones, you know, while we all eating and stuff like that. We'll put our phones down, or most of us probably even have a phone at the time, and we'll just talk and converse about, you know, what's going on at our school or this class or whatnot. And it's just like, the next generation, I want them to somehow balance it like how we did in the generations before. You know, so.
Because it's golden. Like, what we got from that interaction was golden. And you know what I'm noticing is, like, lately, the bigger brands that are out there, the musicians that have like really made it big and that are icons now, like they're all my age. Like they were all born in the 80s, early 90s, and it's like I feel like they made it big because of that golden interaction. It was either that lifestyle of, you know, having a struggle that you dealt with and you overcame it, which is huge, and then also like just knowing how far technology came from when we were little. Like I know that when I was little and I wanted to change the channel on the TV, I still had to get up and turn the knob.
Man.
You know, like I was born in 1980. I'll just let you know, I was born in 1980. Okay.
So you're the older millennial. You're the one that's seen everything. I like to say that.
Like I mean, it's just crazy. Like car phones were a thing for a little while, and now everyone has cell phones. Like everyone, and it's like not even handheld. Like you can literally have a cell phone on your watch, which is crazy to me. But it's like, do you really have the need to be that connected all the time? Like, my husband gets so pissed off because he thinks, okay, all I do is Instagram, really, and he thinks I'm in my phone all day long. He gets all pissed off. But I'm like, you don't understand. Like, I'm catering to this new generation where, you know, they're about to get married and they're going to need bridal services. Like, I need to have Instagram presence. Like, this is what I do. But he thinks I'm so weird because I'm always on the phone.
Nah, but that's you know, I tell people all the time, like, if it wasn't for like my podcast and other businesses that I have, you know, I wouldn't really use social media like that. But even for our generation, even look at the one thing I would like to say too is that the generation before us, you know, was it D Generation X, Gen X or whatnot?
Probably my generation.
Yeah. I always the ones before, they always say like, oh, millennials are how you call it, like millennials this, millennials that. But I'm like, the main reason why the internet and all that was created was because of y'all, because y'all needed to somehow a way to communicate and stuff like that. Social media was created for the millennials, you know, and some of the and you know, I like to say like it's funny, like I like to say like the people who were born like in the late 70s, you know, maybe 80, 81, 82, they may not consider themselves millennials. I'm like, y'all in the cusp, because at that time y'all was like, you know, y'all seen everything. Like I like to say, like y'all seen like y'all seen everything like up front, you know. Like maybe my mom and them, they never maybe paid attention to it, but like y'all was willing to see it, and y'all seen it, and y'all see like the growth of it, you know. So that's why I like to say it. You know, it's just amazing.
No, definitely. It was like the internet was our baby in our generation, you know, like the dial-up modems on AOL.com just to chat with people, like that was all real time, you know. Now it's like you could talk in your sleep if you want. It's really insane.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It is crazy, but you know, and it's like knowing that I try really hard not to, you know, not to be this like helicopter mom over my kids. Like, hey, don't use don't use the iPads and get off the phone. And you know, I mean, they need some of that, right? But it's like we limit it, and we make sure that, you know, they kind of engage. And like now, it's really amazing. My kids are older, and they're able to just converse with anyone with no problem. Like they'll sit with 80-year-old people and have a conversation. They have no issue.
Yeah.
And I think it's because that's what we've taught our kids. So I think it's really important. Like, your phone may be your life and whatever, but you got to let go of it sometimes and just interact. Especially, it's a big part of growth for yourself and your business. It's huge. Yeah,
it is, because me and my wife talk about all the time. Like, when we have kids, like, we gonna treat them how we will treat it. Because I ain't get a cell phone till I was like maybe middle school, high school, and it was like a little Nokia. I ain't have the
Yeah,
new
a
iPhone.
little.
I ain't have